8-hour shift just flew right by after working for 12 hours every day. And I'm going to come back next week and do it again. 5 on, 2 off. God is good. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. I am just going to drive home. There's going to be no quick trip stopping. Seatbelt. You caught me. Right here, this factory you're looking at on your right, that's where the My Pillow is made. One of the many factories that Mike Lindell makes his My Pillow at. Yep, right there. Wowzer, wowzer, wowzer. I am so pumped. I have got buco energy considering what time it is. It's kind of early, so I thought, let's do a live tonight. But what I have to do is drive you guys home with me. You're coming along for the ride. Going for the ride. Once I get home and everybody has their fill of Ladybug and Squeaky, then I'm going to bid you adieu for a few moments and situate myself and come back on at 10 p.m. to do a Jerry After Dark. I haven't done a Jerry After Dark in, shoot, how long has it been? Weeks. It has been a week. So, we'll just take it for whatever it's worth. There goes my water mug. Alrighty then. I am warmer than I have been the last couple days. It's 24 degrees outside. So does this mean this is a warm up? Typically up in northwestern Wisconsin where I'm located, when it gets warmer, that's when it snows. There was measurable snow last night. I'd say probably half an inch on my Denali when I got in it. Let me adjust the camera so you get a wider view. There we go. Coming up on your left are the poop people. That's right, the sewer suckers, the people that suck the septic. Their office is up here. Wow, such brights, holy cow. People just throw in, oh, he just spun out behind me. People just throw in any old headlights. They don't adjust it, nothing, so you get that big blast. My favorite, and I'm being sarcastic right now, this is the Sweetwater sewer sucker, septic suckers on the left. My favorite are those halogen lights, the ones that look blue, that pierce your eyeballs. Ugh, don't like them. Not so much. Again, sarcasm at its finest. Nobody's on the live yet. But we keep on driving, keep on going. It's early. No coppers out yet. Oh, I haven't seen them at their cop stop. Their speed trap stop, I should say. I had a very fulfilling, good day today with this last job that I have been in charge of. I didn't have any scrap. I made perfect parts. And I met the success rate. We don't get paid for piecework, but you know, of course, they judge you based on your work, and that's fine. I asked on my way out one of the leads, which is basic, in charge of the little people like me. Lead supervisor is not the right title because, of course, he left early today. The Christmas party is what I asked. I said, well, are we going to plan a shift Christmas party? Oh no, because you know, if you have one. Wow, look at the gas. Holy cats. It's $2.58 for regular unleaded up here in Chautauqua. Normally, it's more expensive. So I know it's going to be probably 2.25 in Eau Claire because, well, that's the major metropolitan area in Eau Claire. Okay, no copper. Laundry on the right. And the cop stop is straight ahead on the left, and he's not there tonight. So let's head on down SS, as in County Highway, slip and slide. So no Christmas party. Bummer, bummer, bummer. 'Tis the season. You know, these fasts, I am so filled with joy and happiness. And I have a different outlook when I go on the fasting. And a lot of it is gratitude. Like they say, vitamin G, gratitude, thankfulness. I come into this fast with a great attitude, thinking I'm going to be very successful every year, and it does me well. The fasting just makes me, like the expression says, one with God, not like God. No, it allows me to speak to God in the way I speak in my prayer. It allows me to be more concise. I love it. I love it. I love it. And of course, as I talk about prayer, the one person that was watching turned off. That's very typical. You want a religious channel? Turn on a religious channel. You want to hear about carnivore? And turn on, and the carnivore is talking about God, people turn off. Whoops. Whenever I hit the brights on, turn on my back windshield wiper. I don't know, we will see if anybody shows up tonight. Reason being is, if nobody shows up to the live, now, the drive live right now, maybe I won't do a Jerry After Dark. And I'll just join Barbara on her live tonight, which is okay too. I like listening to Barbara and engaging with the clan there in the crochet corner. Looking forward to a good weekend. I have a good weekend. I know that. Hopefully, I'll be able to have the car washed. Just because the salt, all the excess, the white that it shows gray that's on the side of a black vehicle. Not to mention the whole salt issue that it messes up your car. So I'll get that in Sunday. I don't want to get it done before church. Reason being is I don't want to be frozen out of my car. I can get it done after church and on my way home. That's preferred. I'll probably go that route. Yeah, I was thinking about a bunch of different recipes that I can make on Sunday. I think I'll call that video Doggy and Me video. So I'm not going to eat it, but the dogs will. And of course, they don't articulate because, well, we all know they don't speak, duh. Well, at least my dogs don't speak to you. They talk to me. And I know when they like food and I know when they don't. Like my condo dog, the condo German Shepherd Ladybug. She really doesn't care for kefir. Squeaky, shoot. Squeaky will eat anything. She's that kind of dog. I made them their dinner last night when I came home. What time was it? 1:45? I'm sorry, 1:45. And I put the keto kibble, the ketogenic dry dog food, 2 ounces on the bottom, and gave them 12 ounces of chicken thigh and chicken leg from the rotisserie chicken that I picked up from Costco. And that was their hearty breakfast this morning. And that all set up for Jack just to put down on the floor for them to eat it and eat it. And they sure did eat it. When I was going downstairs, she didn't bother to greet me in the morning. On her side with her belly stuck out like, oh, I'm so full. I can't believe I ate the whole thing. They're just spoiled dogs, let me tell you. Oncoming car, turn off my brakes. Courtesy. I think I have not necessarily a full-blown manicure on my nails, but I definitely have to get the emery boards out. I've had a couple of nails break. They normally break in the winter. They're dry. Hands are usually dry. Yesterday I put on the lamb lotion, lanolin, and that really, really soothed my hands. They were so stinking dry. Castor oil helped to heal my lips, so that's a plus, for me at least. Castor oil has so many benefits. I even, a couple times a week, and really I do it if I think about it kind of thing. I don't do it on an everyday basis. If I think about it, I put castor oil. I have a wand like mascara, but it's exclusively for the castor oil. And it's a wand just like mascara, but full of castor oil. Put it on just like you would mascara, brush it on your lashes. And I believe that's the success to my lashes, because even if I buy the cheap stuff from the dollar store, if I'm in a pinch, well, one time I was in a pinch and I left my good mascara at home and I didn't do my lashes, so shoot, I looked at myself in the mirror, I don't have any lashes on. Went to the dollar store and it just shocked me how good they looked with just dollar store mascara. And it really was $1. It was just enough application. Not for that day. I used it for a couple of times. As a matter of fact, I kept it in the car. During the summer months, and for those days that I was going someplace, just threw a little bit on just to give me a little eye. But that's really the extent of my makeup, is mascara and the occasional lipstick. But I don't dare put lipstick on when I have chapped lips, because it just makes my lips even drier. Also, with the castor oil, listen, I swear by it. I take a pump's worth on a cotton disc. It's not a cotton ball. If I do have a cotton ball, or it's the bigger triple cotton balls, always 100% pure cotton. And right now I have discs because I use those to remove the nail polish. So I take a pump's worth on the disc of the castor oil and I insert it in my navel and I sleep like a dream. Does not affect my fasting. I'm not ingesting it, but some people just think, oh, castor oil is made for people that need to use the restroom. Oh, no. I don't have that problem. Oh, I gotta tell you guys, my update. Poop update, nighttime edition. Jerry After Dark, she's talking about poop. I nipped it in the bud. I brought Imodium. I talked about it earlier, and I did take 3 Imodium at work today. I thought, better safe than sorry. The Friday crowd is a little crowd. Not a lot of people. But I didn't want to have to tell my boss, oh, I have to go home. I have an emergency. He doesn't need to know what that emergency is. Speaking of emergency, Kevin, I was listening to Kevin today, on the YouTube channel, and he had to quit the live abruptly to handle something very urgent. So of course, you know how your mind always goes, I hope everything's okay, and I took a moment and said a little prayer for him. But nevertheless, it had to be tended to right away, so he quit the live. And I'm not sure when the next tuber chat, I'm sorry, why am I calling it YouTuber? Tuber chat will be, is to be determined. So I really look forward to gleaning information. I really like it when I am able to chat with the folks. You know, the creators like me. And you can say hello and say all the small talk, and it just seems like I type to talk, or I talk to type. Get it right, Jerry? I talk to type, and I'll say the same thing all the time. Hi, everybody. I'm listening in. I'm at my second shift job. I can't engage, unfortunately, talk, nor type, nor chat. But I'm here, and I'm listening. And the day of the class, Dr. Nelson, he was asking me questions. So I appeared on the Zoom. He saw my face, and I was doing the gesture where you put your hand by your neck like you can't talk, and you wave it like, I can't talk. Then he said, turn on your volume. We can't hear you. And I kept doing the gesture. I can't talk. Because even if I turn the volume on, everybody is going to get a blast of factory noise that if they're listening like I do with the pods in the ears, my OSHA approved device, I don't want to blast their eardrums out. But he didn't read that part of the chat where I had said, I can't talk, I'm at work. And you'd think he would have remembered after all this time. Now, when I did start the class last year, or we were the first Dr. Kilt's Academy class. When I started it the last time, I was at home, and I was just about maybe a month into class before I went back to work after my surgery. So I was home, and I could engage, and I could watch and talk, and it was good. Then when I went back to work, I think people were used to seeing me. Like, oh, well, that's right, she can't talk. So remember, folks, come January 1st, my hours right now are 1 o'clock in the afternoon, Central Standard Time, until 9 o'clock at night. That's a normal shift for me. That's normal. Monday through Thursday this week, I was working from 1 in the afternoon until 1 in the morning. I'll be doing said same next week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 1 in the afternoon until 1 in the morning as needed. It's mandatory right now based on the customer's needs. End of the calendar year is different than the end of the fiscal year for my employer because it's mid-year, like many companies are. But end of the year is when a lot of other companies need us and our parts. So there is a certain sense of urgency. There's a quota. I call it the pie in the sky quota. There's somebody behind me right now. So unfortunately, if I see the deer tonight, I cannot stop in the middle of the road and show you guys the deer just because I would irritate the person behind me and I don't want to do that. So let's just pray we don't see a deer in the truck, on the truck, in front of the truck. If you know, you know. I was giggling this morning. I was watching Old Guy Carnivore, otherwise known as Mitch. Okay, this is where the deer hang out, guys, on the right. I don't see any of them right now. Nope, I don't see any of them. Let's look at this next empty field here and look for them. Nope, I don't see them here either. I'm watching. You can easily see that. Oh, here comes the person. Check him out. I'm going too slow. Michael's yelling at me right now. I can just hear him. Jerry, go faster. I got the 2 gallons of milk yesterday. That's why I didn't have to stop at Quick Trip today. And I'll be out tomorrow at the tire appointment in Bloomer, so I can stop and get milk then. We'll see. To be determined. But my intentions are to go to church on Sunday. Be done at 12 noon. Go to Costco, get the milk. Because I'm not eating. I really don't need anything in my house. I did get eggs yesterday from Quick Trip. Picked those up. We're good in the cheese department because, yeah. That should be fun on Sunday, doing a food live. I don't know what the schedule looks like. I know that Juliet and her husband Doug do a live. And normally, I would do my live at the same time as them because I didn't know their schedule. Well, now that I know their schedule, heck, I can do the food live right after church in the early part of the afternoon. I have a couple more presents, for lack of a better word, gifts that I plan on wrapping for the party on December 13th after 12 days. Christmas videos are over. The reason that I say you must be present to win is because it's going to be a party atmosphere. I think I will do a poll because that day, Saturday, I really don't plan on working. And even if they said to work that Friday before, and that would be, shoot, yeah, I have a doctor appointment. I have to look at a calendar. I hate that when that happens and my brain clicks in and enter foot into mouth and say the wrong thing. But it's not next Friday, but the following Friday. That's the 19th, yes. Next Friday is the end of this 12 Days of Christmas contest, so Saturday the 13th. I do not plan on working. They said that we're not open, the plant is not open Saturday and Sunday, obviously, this weekend. But that they may be doing overtime next weekend. Well, chuck that, I say. I have got subscribers to take care of. So as I'm picking the names, of course I'll be going live. Of course I will. And I'll give people time, because think of it this way. People are still doing stuff. When I listen to people's lives or people's videos, and generally speaking lives, I plug in my ears and I go ahead and go about my day in the house. Vacuum, what have you. So if they happen to talk about me, and the person like, it's about Jerry. Oh, did you see what Jerry cooked last Tuesday on her live? Then I put down the vacuum cleaner, step away from the dusting, and then go run to the phone and chit chat on the live at that point, only if I hear my name being mentioned. So what I would do is, if I would pick the names, I'll give people ample time to come back on. Remember, I said you must be present to win. So they can be present and still live their lives. They could be driving, for example. They could be in a store. All the things, but they'll hear their name and I'll say, are you out there, so-and-so? If you are, please chat, because then you get to pick your gift, your prize, to affect a good crowd. If so-and-so person number one that I picked the first name and they don't answer, well, at that point, I'm forced into picking another name because of the promise that I said. You gotta be present to win. That's a whole part of this party's, not gift exchange, but it's a part of the process. So grab your bubbly water, your coffee, your tea, your hot water, whatever the case may be. Keto hot chocolate. I know people eat that, drink that. The chocolate LMNT, people drink that hot. I would put that in my coffee, of course, when I'm not fasting. The chocolate LMNT or the caramel, have that with the coffee, but I like salty. Salty's probably my favorite. There's the ornaments on the right. Salty is my favorite flavor. I've had them all. I don't like the store bought stuff that's out there. I did get sucked into that hydration, whatever shenanigans that was a deal of the century. Get this now, 55% off. And I got it. Ugh. It just had an off taste. The reason it had an off taste is I'm not used to it. I'm not used to the premium way that Keto Chow or the Salty Corporation, I think they've diversified and separated. Same company, same owners. Let's see if I have any mail. Yep. Oh, the bills, no doubt. They're all white envelopes. No packages today. Okay, we got Blue Cross Blue Shield, the phone bill, first Christmas card of the season, ancestral supplements. I can take 20% off of my first order. My mail bill, which I paid today online. My benefits are enclosed from my employer for health insurance and my husband's bank statement. Hooray! Oh, and a coupon for the hardware store for $5 off. I think they're giving these coupons out whenever you redeem yours because they want you to keep coming in, keep buying stuff. I mean, seriously, for me, I've done it before at Kohl's department store. They'll send me a certificate and then I'll go and pick some earrings out, whatever the case may be, and then my bill comes up to 28 cents. So I've used the certificate. Ah, yes, it feels good to come home. Home again, home again. Well, I've been noticing people coming on and coming off on the drive home. So, to be determined, should I even bother doing a live tonight? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I did get a thumbs up for tonight. Yay. Tonight's content. Okay. I am home. Thank you for watching. Thanks for driving with me. Take care, and I will see you guys soon. Maybe tonight. For sure Saturday and Sunday. Toodles. Have a pleasant night's sleep. Angels on your pillows.